Alright, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at Galleon, the different ways to rune him, and why I rune him in each different way. We have 3 total Galleons on this account. Just a fantastic monster. I figured I'd switch gears a bit here and try something more new game-based for a little bit of tutorial action. So today we're looking at Galleon. We have the transmog on him because this is my main Galleon. So he is runed Violent Will. He is on speed, HP, and accuracy. Typically you want, I believe, a minimum of 85% accuracy. I'm at 84%, so I should probably get one more, but he does pretty well. I don't really see too many issues with him. You just want to stack as many stats all around as you can. I typically use him just in general, like dungeons and things like that. So he's my main Galleon here. Let's take a look at his artifacts. He's just on standard artifacts that I haven't upgraded yet, just because I haven't gotten to it. Let's look at the next Galleon here. Alright, so next Galleon is your standard fight will. A lot of times you'll see shield will as well. Typically I should probably get him on a shield set. Realistically, it would be better if he was on shield here. I don't really use this Galleon much. As you can see, his runes aren't even maxed. But he's just got all around stats. He's slow because I use him in like shield will comps. So he's on HP, HP, HP. His accuracy is 65%. Artifacts are as so. And the fight runes will give you just extra damage for whatever cleave you're putting in there. And then my final Galleon here is going to be Swift Will. I use this Galleon with my light Kung Fu girl, light Chun-Li. He is on speed, defense, and accuracy. Nothing special. Galleon really doesn't need the best runes to shine. If you're gonna use him in like a Guild War defense comp, then you want him to have some solid runes. Like if you're running your standard Galleon Clara DPS, then you want him to have pretty much all stats HP with good attack and crit rate and crit damage. So this one's 100% accuracy, plus 165. They're all on will. Will is pretty standard for Galleon. We have accuracy skill 3 here, so that gives us, it's really not even necessary. I should probably move that to another Galleon that has lesser accuracy. I'll do that later. Yeah, so let's take him into some comps here and see where he shines. Alright, so the first comp here is with the Violent Will Galleon. And he's pretty much going to be there for the armor break and the attack buff for both Pisama and Zyros. Samantha's on attack, crit damage, and attack. These are 1, 3, and 5. And then Zyros here I have on a higher accuracy build. He's on speed, crit damage, and attack. Some decent runes here. And the goal is to pretty much reset the speed lead, which is typically Vanessa in this case, and then kill the rest. Mio might be prove a problem here, but we do have the Zyros, so let's go ahead and see what happens. Alright, so we're gonna... You can use any stripper here. Obviously, Tiana is by far the best stripper, but Chiwu works here, Triton works here. Pretty much any AoE stripper will do the trick, but Tiana's obviously the most OP. So let's go for the reset here, reset all of their skills. So we got it on most of them. There goes Miho. We're gonna do skill 2. Now we might get soloed by Miho here, but my Tiana has low crit rate, so I'm just gonna crit her every time. I feel like my channel is mostly just me getting soloed by Miho. Let's just work down this Tsarium. Is it gonna happen? All these monsters have low crit rate except for Pisama. This is not a vampire Miho, which is interesting. There we go, alright. Galleon for the W. So that's just your standard Violent Will Galleon. You could really take it into anything. You could even switch leader skills. If you're not contesting speed, you can go with the DPS leader. So let's try that here. Something to strip. Oh, we're gonna get the attack boost. armor break and attack buff. We get resistant like a Rakan. Shouldn't be a problem though. Clean up with the Tiana here. I'll show you my Tiana runes too. Tiana's on like kind of like a hybrid build. I think she's on crit damage or attack slot 4. But yeah, pretty simple. Let's add. So Tiana is on Swift Broken. She's on speed, attack, and resistance. Nothing crazy. My Tiana, I don't really use Tiana too frequently except in Arena, so she's really not too fast. I took her off Will and put her on resistance, and it works just fine. So let's take a look at the next Galleon in Arena. Alright, so the next comp is going to be a standard shield Will comp. Now, ideally, this Galleon should probably be on on one shield set, and then really broken, and then Will. But fight works great as well. As long as Galleon's the fastest. This is a slow turn 2 comp, so you let them move, and then you clean up with your damage dealers. I don't really use the Samurais that much, but they're slow. So I figured we'd test them out here with the Galleon, and we're going to use the Zyros for the attack leader and the reset. Like it's sold by Miho again. Let's try this. Okay, so shoot derps. So this Gallion's not designed for Zyros, he's really just there for the reset and the attack lead, so let's do that. And then we're gonna get our attack buff up here. And our armor break. Let's go on speed, see how much damage we can do. Let's watch the Ritesh. So 30k, we missed a crit on Ritesh. Let's try with the Dark Boy. Okay, so pretty much the exact same damage, like just under 30k AoE. And yeah, shield well works well in like lower level. You're really not gonna find most comps nowadays are gonna have immunity. I mean, even this is like super low level. But the turn 2 comp will work, provided that they don't have strip. This would probably work against here unless Triana puts up immunity. Let's try it here. So they have no stripper. I don't think he strips, but he very well may. Oh, he does strip. Okay. I'm not as privy to the new units here. So let's go ahead and reset. Looks like he also gets attack bar. So he might finish off our guy here. He does not. Let's buff the attack and defense break. And let's see what we can do here on the Triana. But yeah, it's pretty simple. It'll work low level, obviously, and then we can clean up the Miho with the dots, hopefully. Speed that up. Not a single dot, but we missed a crit. And we should be able to order from there. Unless this Ryu runs wild here. Okay. There we go. Soloed by a water Ryu. Hilarious. Alright, so our last Galleon here is going to be the Swift Galleon. That one here I typically use with the Light Kung Fu Girl. So this is the Swift Galleon, Swift Wilt. It's 165, 100% accuracy. Let me pair that with our Light Chun Li, not Kung Fu Girl. She's on attack, crit damage, and attack. These are her stats here. And this should just obliterate this. Let's test it out. I don't really need the speed lead here, but it increases her damage, so why not? Let's go down to the +1 speed. Let's check out the damage on the Usa. Alright, so like 50k or so, just over 50k AoE. That's so OP, man. Let's see how much skill 1 does with the slow debuff. 54k. She hits so hard, it's crazy. Let's do one more. Not against the poor Lulu. Alright, this is... let's hit a full defense. Do one more here. Perfect. Let's check the damage on the Vanessa. I only did 40k. When they have the speed lead, obviously they're faster. Her damage is proportionate to how much faster she is than the enemy. So that's the reason why she doesn't hit as hard against the Vanessa, who has the 33% speed lead. And it's typically not super fast, but fast enough. Not hit while he's got the Venge buff up. There we go. Test the damage one more time. That was super low. And there you go. That is your Swift Will Galleon. Alright. It is time for the Guild's War. We got Epic Fail Delta versus Phoenix BR Gamma. Let's go ahead and hit something with some gold stars here. This is actually perfect for a standard Galleon comp. I don't typically use the comp I have in mind here, but let's go ahead and we'll do the Violent Will Galleon. Speed HP accuracy with the speed lead, so we can outspeed this stat. Then we will bring our Tiana. And lastly, our Galleon. Goal is to reset Odin and kill. Then we should be good as long as we don't get outsped here, which we very well may. We'll see what happens. And then down here, we pulled this recently. He himself is not that good, but his passive's pretty solid. He's on speed, crit damage, and attack. Honestly, just some leftover runes. Really no skill ups. Those are his stats there. So let's see if we can... So we have to kill this thing, right? Because it's just going to keep putting up the revoke. So Camilla, I'm not really too afraid of. There's also no armor break, so this is not a good comp here. This guy's Conqueror. I'm not too sure how well this defense does for him, but let's talk some smack and then lose to it. So maybe we'll try the Light Ifrit here. Alsharian, he is on Violent Will, speed, crit damage, and HP. Some decent runes. And we need some sort of healer. Maybe we'll bring the friend. Friend is on Violent Will, speed, HP, HP. Decent violence set here. Let's try this, let's see what happens. Hopefully we can outspeed here, we'll see what happens. Alright, it's pretty close. Hopefully the Beset's not going to cut my Zyros here. Nice, alright. So as long as we reset Odin, we should be Gucci. 30k, very nice. Some stat resist, but alright, so that's your standard Galleon speed lead, some sort of stripper, probably Tiana, but obviously Tiana is one of the rare strippers. And then any type of damage dealer, the Zyros works so well because it's got the reset. But there's a couple options. I know one of the what are they called? I know one of the Homunculus is actually pretty solid in those resets, so that's always an option. Alright, I kind of want to go right after him, see what happens. Nice. Alright, that's not good. Alright. That's great. Thank you. Alright, it's not looking so great. And they're procking like crazy, which is always a pleasure. No steal, but instead I get revenge. That's great. Try to attack right here. Nope. Alright, let's switch targets here. I'll take that shield. Let's see how much damage we can do with the defense buffs. Not much, yeah. This thing is proccing every turn. You gotta love it. Alright. Come on, give me a proc. Alright, there we go. That's how it's done. And that's in the back. Very nice. Comp's weird. The runes really aren't too bad as far as I can tell, but let's see here if we can get some crits. Nice. And now we go. Very nice. Alright, so that is the first Galleon. Let us try another Galleon here. This is perfect for the Shield Will Galleon. So. Alright, so we're gonna mirror up above. You don't see Fermion very frequently in Guild War defense, and then down here we're gonna do our Shield Will comp, which is double fight Will, Seagay, also known as Bob, which is on crit damage, HP, attack, nothing special at all, and then our Leica is on Vampire, broken, attack, crit damage, and attack. And we'll just use him to deal with the shields from Leona. And I'll see if that works. Alright, so rune quality is not that high here because my vigor is very slow. It's like 135 plus 135 speed on violence, something like that. Let's start to work on this Kamoon. Very nice. If we can get a crit here, we can definitely pop him. Oh, so close. Alright. That should finish him off. Beautiful. Let's provoke the vigor. Nice. Let's get some heals off. Let's just work down the vigor. Looks like more of a support type of build over there. That should take him out. Nice. Alright. Superior Fermion. Right. No procs there. Now, ideally Leica should be on Will here, but I mean, honestly Leica's just kind of there to deal with the Leona, so Bob should take both of these units out. See what type of damage we're looking at. 30k, AoE, just like an arena. And let's just start working on the Leona. I love Leona, man. She's so dope. She's one of my favorite monsters. Right, I think this ignores shields too. Let's see. It does. Perfect. That was low damage though. Surprised. But so far, Galleon is 100% Swift. Last we have our Swift Galleon. I kind of want to go against something that doesn't have high DPS like this. The best way to use the Swift Galleon would be with my light Chun-Li, but really any speed-based damage dealer should be sufficient. So let's go ahead and do that. Got like Chun-Li, and then I'm gonna use Tiana here over the like Triton, for example, because they have the resistance leader. So Tiana doesn't care about that. Alright, so in the last one we're gonna do something super weird. We're doing triple Beast Riders. It's not gonna work, but we're gonna do it anyway. And then up here we have our Swift Will Galleon, speed, defense, and accuracy. Light Chun-Li is on attack, crit damage, and attack. Tiana is on Swift Broken, Speed, Attack, and Resistance. Alright. Let's see if Galleon can go 3 for 3. Alright. So we're going to strip. Time to loot. Alright, let's slow this down here. See how much damage we pop on the Theomars. Alright, so 64,000 AoE. It's so good. And Galleon goes 3 for 3. Beautiful. 57k. Alright, what's the plan here? So there's no will, so we actually might win this. I kind of want to try to pop this guy right off the bat. Yeah, so let's do that. Give me that armor break. Beautiful. Let's do the attack bar. Nice. We're going to do this here. We set attack bars there. I'm going to go ahead and work on Mo. Alright, I missed double crits there. It's not good. No proc from Perna, surprisingly. Alright, there goes Druid. He got attack bar. He must have attack bar on. I'm just gonna do this to guarantee the W because high defense, you never know. Look at that. It did such low damage. Nice crit. Long. Trying to be old school Mo. Not quite. Now this partner could solo us, but it's unlikely. Just gonna go for the Mo. Nice, and we can auto. Triple Beast Riders, new meta. Confirmed. Very nice. And that's how you play Galleon. There's really no wrong build for Galleon when it comes to Swift, Shield Well, maybe some fight sets in there, or Violent. Try to put them on will if you can. Try to get 85 plus accuracy. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a great day now.